Oh, yeah.
You are live.
All right. Well, welcome back, everyone, to ESA Summer Online. We're here raising money for the Alzheimer's Fund, and you can find links to donate just below the stream. We'd also like to thank Kaspersky and Twitch and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. Now, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. We've got the Mexican Runner here, and he's going to be running some Battletoads any percent warpless. TMR, take it away.
Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Good evening, Europe, of course. Thank you so much, ESA, for putting on this online marathon. It is a community effort, and I'm really happy that I got to run, a few runs in, a couple, I will be playing Battletoads. So the story is quite simple. You have three toads, Rush, Seeds, and Pimple. So Pimple and Princess Angelica were traveling in the space, as we're seeing here on the screen, when suddenly the airship from the Dark Queen came and kidnapped them. So they took them to a far, far away galaxy in a planet nearby. And, the Dark Queen is the hottest female villain. And this guy that looks like a bird is the Professor T-Bone, I believe, and he is kind of the toad manager. And then we have Rush and Seeds. So they decided to go in a mission to rescue Pimple. Meanwhile, we have the Dark Queen, really hot female, and with her companions, Big Black, which is like the big rat, and Robomanus, also known as Robomames. And that's pretty much the story of the game. Before I start, I would like to show you one thing. Since the category is any percent warpless, I'm not allowed to take warps. So for that reason, I'm gonna show you right now what is a warp. I will restart. This is a false start. It just takes 10 seconds to show you. So a warp looks like a flashing thing that I will try to pause. See that flashing thing right there? That's the warp. And I take it and it says Mega Warp Advanced 2 levels. So it puts me to a few levels after. So that, for the sake of the run, I'm not allowed to take those flashing things. Having said that, I guess we're ready to start. I'm gonna start with this sort of timing, which is when I press start here. The SDA timing is when you gain control of the character, like a few seconds after. So if we're ready for the countdown, help me out in chat. Cannot see you, but I know you're with me. So 3, 2, 1, go. So Battletoads, it's a pretty cool game. It's my favorite one from the NES. Have a lot of fond memories with it. So right now, Rush starts his mission to destroy enemies. So you just wanna go as fast as you can. The attack of choice is a headbutt. Sometimes, like especially with this stick, you can hit enemies from behind you by pressing down. Well, clearly that just hit me. Pressing down lets me hit those enemies, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice and useful. So in the speedrun way, you wanna go as fast as you can, so you can make like a cycle on the boss. That I clearly failed, but every 4 seconds the boss is shooting. So right now I probably am gonna get the second cycle, but not a big deal. What you can see that is amazing about this game is like all the different kind of graphics that you have. Like back in the day, the NES was like one game that you had platforms and that was pretty much it. It was repeat with different levels. But Battletoads, this is like a 3D boss fight, which is really amazing. And that's just like the very beginning of what it has to show. Now we proceed to go to the Wookiee Hall. And if we have donations, I believe this is a good stage to read them on.
Well, we do indeed. We've got $11.55 from Anonymous. Just says GG. I assume that's for our prior run, but thank you very much for your generous donation.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So there's a strategy that I find out, actually it was me, by going down in a specific way you can hit those birds, and when you do like a finishing blow like this one, it makes like an attack like that, and if it hits like that you lose 6 frames by doing that. So hitting the birds while going down with a kick, it saves 6 frames, so it's 0.1 of a second. The NES runs at 60 frames per second approximately, so it's pretty nice. So as a speedrunner you wanna save frames and all that everywhere you can. So we're in the constant dig of finding good things to do. That probably wasn't the best, but I took that, you see, I took that intentional death in order to pass through the electricity, but then I failed the bird. But you didn't see that, you didn't see that. I'm just an honest runner, acknowledging my mistakes. So not everything is bread, flowers and I don't know what else, and butter. I'm gonna try to make a 1-up here. See? Oh my god! I was just showing you the robot in action. So that wrecking bell attack is pretty useful. And the reason why I don't take this sword earlier, despite of making everything easy, every single time I sword a bird like this, is making a delay. By hitting a few times the birds, you get a 1-ups, but I try to don't get as many, because in the very next stage I'm gonna be trying a glitch that is not a warp, it's a glitch that will let me hopefully end up the stage earlier. The only big problem with that glitch is that it's very hard to do, really difficult, and there can be many outcomes. The worst case scenario, I will lose a lot of time, and that is why this type of run is very hard to put an estimate on, because you can lose a lot of time. So for the trick I need to get a dash jump here, get the bike down, which I successfully did. Now the second part, I get a precise jump, then I did not get it. I got it! Got it or not? I got it, nice. Whew. Okay, so that was pretty nice. Definitely good to have in a marathon run. Oh, so just as a little background, when we were first trying to get that glitch, we were spending 2 hours before we get it even once. 2 hours. It was just crazy. So today we have better setups, but still not 100% reliable. So I'm gonna be trying certain stuff that I need to don't talk. Ouch. Well, not getting hit is one of... It's impossible. Well, I'm still gonna try it once. No, I'm not gonna try it. Well, in this game you have something that I say dash jump. So you can do a jump like that. Then I'm pausing here, because if I was running and jumping at the same frame, then if I go to the left, I'm gonna be running with speed, like light, and there it is. So I can just get a little bit more skips. I took the time to show you and explain you, but that is the reason why you pause there. Because you can change your dashing speed. So there I took like a hit, and during the iframes I passed through the spikes and through the floor. Usually the spikes killed you, but since I was having iframes, you can barely have time to cross those spikes. Okay. Oh man, let me scroll. And there, well, just trying to... It's hard to explain as I'm playing what the hell I'm doing. That stalactite doesn't let you pass, but if you do... if you duck while you're passing that stalactite, it lets you pass underneath. Now I don't have to go up higher up. And we finished the level right now. That's a nice level. I mean, I had a few deaths, but I was trying a very difficult trick that is usually my my reset point in every speedrun is called the quadruple double crazy dash jump. Well, it's just a double crazy dash jump. But you do it 4 times, which is crazy. Anyway, here we have another example of really amazing levels. A lot of people like this music. And that toad with the surfboard looks badass. And we're gonna approach to the first mini boss of the game. It's Big Black. Sorry for the spoiler. It's a pretty nice thing. And they put it at the half of the level, which is very nice, I will say. So my technique and tactic is gonna be hit him all the time with my stick, trying to don't make him touch the ground, because every single time he touches the ground it makes delay. I'm killing him here in the upper right corner. Ouch! Well, that wasn't too good. So he just moves like that. Oh, it was the last hit. That's a bummer. You can do a swag trick of getting your surfboard high up. Oh! If you press the A button before grabbing it. Of course, it's very precise. And we only do it for swag points, which I got all of them. You can do the same with the bike. And these mines are random. So while I'm talking, I'm still struggling to see if they don't actually snipe me. Sometimes you get a fast mine like that third one. Or that one was fast one. If you guys want to give some donations, it's the time. Dying there at the end, it doesn't matter if you die because you cross the checkpoint, and for the game we already beat the level. But yeah, if there's any donation, now is the time because we have a lot of time to read them.
Right on, TMR. Well, we do have a $50 anonymous donation, so thank you very much to a very generous anonymous donor. And just keep in mind that we are raising money for Alzheimer's Fonden. That is the Swedish national fundraising organization that focuses on Alzheimer's disease and other dementia-related diseases. So get those donations in and help us raise a ton of money for this amazing cause. We're already at $17,200. We just nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. And this level has really nothing else but snakes. I remember once someone asked me, "Oh, what is your favorite color snake?" And I'm like, what kind of question is that? Well, I mean, they meant from the game. And well, after a little thought, I end up saying that this specific snake, it has good colors, yellow and green. It looks beautiful, right? But yeah, so the first time I played this game, I was like 8 years old, or 9 probably. And it's a game that my brother borrowed from someone. I mean, back in the day we used to trade cards, like, borrowing, like I had Darwin Dog, he had Darwin Dog, so it's like, hey, Darwin Dog, sorry. He had Battletoads, so it's like, hey, do you wanna trade, like, for a week or 2 weeks? And they were like, yeah, sure. So we got this game, and I have to say that I love this game. I'm gonna show you here like a little trick that I call the Matrix trick. It goes to 2 frames per second right there. I still don't know if the game will crash one of these days if I try to show it, but it's pretty nice. So I got to play the game, and well, I was playing the game when I was coming back from school. Because I was finishing early, all my friends were going to different schools and they were coming like 2 hours after. So I had time to spare. Why not play Battletoads, right? So I started playing Battletoads and I keep on playing it until one day I actually beat the game. And that was one of the moments that I was really happy. Of course, didn't have a webcam or any sort of recording device, but I did it. Then when my brother came home, I was like, Brother, I beat the game! And he was like, oh really? Yeah, I beat the game! So I was very happy as a kid. Oh, well, there I just did an early exit. And yeah, 9 years old. That is one of my biggest gaming achievements, I will say, because this game is notoriously difficult, and I have to say that I didn't have the best controllers ever. Back in the day, I beat it with with a faulty controller. That the A button wasn't like the best. I had to press it really hard, and having kids' hands is not very good together with really hard to press controllers. So it was really difficult for me to beat it, but I managed to do it. And then I decided to beat this game Warpless after I beat it for the first time. And it was very difficult because of this level that is called, I don't have a clue. Well, I don't remember. The Carnet Slayer? No, that was the previous one. Volkmar's Inferno. That's the name. So, whenever I was reaching this level, it was extremely difficult. I mean, first of all, the previous level, Carnet Slayer, the snakes, it was really difficult because you need to... Like, the snakes are way too fast. But once you reach this level, it was extremely difficult. Because this is what I call the Turbo Tunnel second part. I know many people who played this game for the very first time only made it to the Turbo Tunnel, and that was the end of the game for all those little kids back in the 90s. But if you ever get to play this, you have like, it's just very difficult, and it's not only difficult because of the patterns you need to learn. Like in the Turbo Tunnel, there's no RNG, right? It's patterns that you learn and you're able to pass. But in here, you have these fireballs that are totally random, and it's very difficult. I mean, the background doesn't help you. Like those flames, they're flashing in the background together with have to look where are the freaking fireballs. It just makes it really hard. Oi! And then you have these missiles that are also RNG, but you know, like first time coming here, like you're guaranteed to die. It's like you're expecting a wall, a barrier, or anything, not missiles. But yeah, they had a lot of creativity. That's rare back in their golden days. But yeah, if there's any other donation, feel free to read it.
Well, we've got a pretty timely one since you're talking about the Turbo Tunnel. Kim204 sends in $10 and says, TMR running Battletoads? Well, that reminds me of the epic blindfolded Turbo Tunnel. Good times. So good luck, TMR, and a big shout out to all the people behind the scenes making this event possible. Thank you. And thank you, Kim204. We've also got $50 from OV2. He's got a pretty strong opinion about the snake color. He says green snake is best snake. So thanks, OV2.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Then you have this part that is just like a little alarm clock. And of course I lose a ton of lives back in the day. Especially that very last gap is really hard to get in, even as an experienced runner. Now we have a level that is called the Intruder excluder, which I will try just to pass really fast. But this is the only level that you are like able to skip enemies without having to kill them. Because for most of the other levels, I have to kill the enemies in order to be able to scroll the screen. For this one, we are able to just go. Ah! And die, sorry. Ah, it was a little too fast there. Usually you can just go there if you're in the good timing. But well, that gets to show you how to die here, right? Probably should have played safe, but this is Battletoads. You just don't play safe, you just go. But yeah, wait for that. Then die again at the same place, because it's a very difficult jump right there. I mean, it's not like the other jumps were not hard. Okay. I just wanted to die twice. I mean, I was having such a good time to destroy the estimate, so I was like, no man. I mean, I have to go overestimate, because why not, right? We finally made it. Now the checkpoint is right here. If I would have died there, I was gonna be right there spawn, but no, I was not. I wasn't. So here we have this part with sucking fans, that they're very evil. They suck you in. Hey, nice. I thought it was not gonna be open. Nice. Okay. Ah! I love taking electricity. I just want to see how long it lasts. This guy, without dying. A lot of things are one-time kills. This is the second boss of the game. There's one more boss that we're not gonna see. But yeah, this boss is definitely very difficult. Like if he, I'm gonna show you. If he just jumps over you, it just squeezes you like any freaking tortilla. It just squeezes you very badly. And also like he keeps on shooting stuff. I honestly don't know why he didn't hit me, but yeah, since I show that there, then I lose the timing. Didn't have the right timing. I'm gonna go out of bounds in the very next level, which is a very precise trick. No! Well, I couldn't make it. So you go out of bounds and you keep on swimming and stuff like that to make it to the checkpoint. Well, here, this is how the level looks almost normal. I'm trying to show you a certain stuff. Usually you grab like a gyrocopter or something like that, like this ones. So there's a high chance that the wheel is not gonna spawn here. It just half spawned, so I go here, it doesn't move. I lose time because I have to kill myself. Lucky for me, the checkpoint spawn, it leaves me right there. But haven't said that I lose about 30 seconds, 40 maybe. Just like that. But it's not bad. I mean, you can always play safe and have all the spawns to be in place, but it doesn't really show you what the speedrunners struggle with every day, right? Dying is part of the process on becoming good at a game. And I want to show you a very realistic speedrun. That's what I do. Meanwhile, this I don't know how to call them. Well, these things are gonna be chasing me, and they just one hit you and kill you, and you go back to the very beginning. So if you don't know where to jump, where to go, it's very difficult. And we have a swimming section, because there's always a mandatory swimming section in a video game. They put electric eels, and that's how they electrocute you, just like that. But that gives us time for more donations.
All right. Well, we've got $5 from the Green Machine, and he's got a mouthful for me. Here we go. Gotta donate during the man, the myth, the legend's first run of the event, the Mexican Runner. I think he's got another run coming up later this week, and I'll try and donate then too. I never beat this game as a kid, and I don't think I could beat this game in my late 30s now. But you're not alone, the Green Machine. I've had trouble with it myself. And speaking of the Mexican Runner's later runs, he's going to be running Contra for us on Sunday. So absolutely come back to check that out as well.
Yeah, it's going to be epic. So in case the game is not hard enough, the developers were thinking, hey, why not throw up another wheel that insta kills you, but while swimming, right? And not just a bunch of spikes. So I know today you know a lot of games, like I Wanna Be the Guy, I Wanna Be the Boshi, and all those wannabe games like with spikes and stuff like that. Well, this was before they become popular, but sadly not many people got to the joy to see this beautiful level. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying. Well, right now I'm going out of bounds by doing a precise jump when the dark park is starting, so I'm able to run and do that headbutt despite of being like in the water. Here I'm gonna try to perform a skip that you just go there. You need to find the right pixel, but I cannot talk too much because you wanna make it there. And I made it, so that's cool. If you get to cross the checkpoint, then you cross the level. So that was not bad, that was actually good. And now, this level has 3 rats, and you have to kick dynamite at the very end of the level, at the end of the section with the rat. So for that, I need a perfect fall right here. And after a perfect fall, I have like a setup. I need to listen where the rat is gonna be. And then you can get that boot and kick out the rat. So that is a glitch, that somehow the game thinks that that rat was the final boss, and since I did that kick, just it takes it out of bounds, and that's it. That's it. You're in the next level, which is pretty nice. This level is the Klinger Winger. It's definitely one of the levels that was very difficult for me, especially as a kid, because if you don't press the direction that you're going, that wheel is gonna come closer and closer until you die. And it puts you back at the very beginning of the stage, and it's quite difficult. But it gives us time in the live marathon for reading more donations.
Well, I wish I had one to read, but instead I'm going to remind people that, we've got 2 amazing prizes for this entire marathon. One is a Nintendo Switch for a minimum donation of $50, and the other is from ViewSonic. It's a ViewSonic Elite XG270QG monitor. It's a gaming monitor that is, if you watched ESA Winter, we had those all over the place as our main monitors for all of the streamers. So that's with a minimum donation of $30. And those are cumulative donations. So if you donate $10 now, $10 later, and then $10, maybe on Saturday, right? Then you've got your $30 in for the ViewSonic Elite. Same with the Switch. So cumulative donations, get those in, and you'll be eligible to win one of those 2 amazing prizes.
Yep. Okay, so this is the wheel fight. I'm gonna be doing a trick. Like if I go back and then immediately switch and hit, then I can just keep on that wheel right there in the corner and kill it like there was no boss there. It's pretty nice. It's a precise kill, that's for sure. So, and we finally made it to the very last level. This is an amazing piece of art, I have to say. It's like a 3D in a 2D game. They made this rotation tower. So honestly, it just gets to show you how invested the developers were into games. Like, it never ceased to amaze me. Like a lot of people, when I stream or play this game, people is always asking me, is this a SNES game? And that's a compliment, honestly. I'm not a developer of this game, but like if anyone asks me that, it's just the biggest compliment you can get. Like how to make a 8-bit game make like a 16-bit game. Well, Rare surely knew how to program games back in the day. Well, I was just giving compliments to the developers and all that. Wow, that was a nice thing. And meanwhile, I'm fighting my life here, trying to go fast, because that's what we do, right? So there's a technique that I'm trying and doing from time to time, which is getting a dash spring from every single trampoline. Those green things are in cycles of 4 seconds, so they're right there. I just lose 4 seconds. Well, I mean, lose, not lose. Oh my god, I didn't want to grab that. Don't like grabbing this one in particular, because I need to kind of wait here, down, then hope that I make it there, and I did, so that was nice. Okay, we're still on. This level is very hard, and it puts you, like, the checkpoints are really bad in this one. So every death can cost you a lot. So I need to remember my marathon strat. In this last gold cloud, it's very easy to die if you try the very pro way. So I find a mix of the pro way with a safe marathon way, which getting that jump. I don't know what to do. You see? That happens when I try to speak. Anyway, I was showing you how bad were like the checkpoints. So now I just went back in time. It's like nothing happened, right? Man. You see, many times, that's why I don't like doing marathon safe strats. Because you just end up dying, and it looks awful because you were trying something safe, but at the end it wasn't that safe. Or it was not as safe as you thought it was. But well, decisions. So we're almost right there in the same time. I don't have a timer, but to be honest, in Battletoads, always getting below the estimate is my goal. And for this category, 30 minutes I believe is a nice estimate to have. Okay, now I'm gonna show you. So yeah, that is how it's supposed to look like, more or less. And finally we get to the final boss fight, so I'm gonna be trying to hit her like a little late. Not that late, come on man! Well, that's what she does. She just gets away. But if you hit her in a very precise way, you can keep her down. And I was like trying to keep her down, but I failed totally the hit on her. So having... See, like she had some sort of patterns, but well, probably they don't matter that much to you. As much as they matter for the speedrunners. But that was it. Not too bad, not too bad. The time is supposed to be time right now because we started with the RTA time. But yeah, that was Battletoads. Princess Angelica and Pimple were rescued. And Professor T-Bone is happy. The Toads are gonna be happy. They're gonna be partying hard with some orange juice, I guess. But yeah, that was Battletoads. I hope you guys like it. As I always say, like, you cannot predict what will happen with Battletoads. You can have the best run ever, or you can have a nice run. You can go above estimate. Many things can happen, right? I'm just really happy that I got to show you most of the tricks of this game, including the glitch. And yeah, this is my favorite game. I do hold currently the world record for this category, but yeah, if you want to see more of this and many other games, I suggest you to go and follow me in my Twitch channel, which is TheMexicanRunner. And we are gonna be with a mini NES block, or well, retro block. The next runner is Andy, and he's gonna be playing DuckTales. He's a very, very, very good speedrunner. He's from Sweden. He's the local one. Thank you for having me, and thank you so much, Nordic.
Oh, thank you, TMR. It's always a pleasure to have you on stream. And as you said, we've got Andy coming up next with DuckTales. So we're going to take a brief intermission. Everybody enjoy the music. We'll be back before you know it.